it's not wrong. Do we know
Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from SlimSeekers.net, and this is the absolutely last interactive for 2019. And I delayed it from yesterday simply so that we could go on today and do 2020. What's happening for you in 2020? So we're here. If you're on, just a note though, we're having a heavy snowfall, and if it goes out, that means we lost electricity. And just be pre-warned.
We'll be back next year. Don't worry about it.
We'll be back next year. Don't worry about it.
Life's a mystery.
Yeah, and my daughter says life's a mystery. Yeah, and that's because that's what she heard her other sister say, which she didn't actually say. But you know how sisters are.
And also, our people from Australia, New Zealand,
Happy New Year already.
Philippines, etc. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of you. We have a lot of people to remember where you all come from.
We love the fact that we have people from all over the place.
We adore it. We're grateful for it. We thank you. But Happy New Year. And how is next year treating you so far?
Yeah. Wow. Say hi, everybody.
Yeah.
That was filled up really fast.
I mean...
But we have been, remember the other day I said I had started on my absolutely first Tree of Life. So this is my fourth Tree of Life, and it's obviously still in the process, but it's now a Tree of Life in an egg. And we're going to, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but it actually looks like a Tree of Life, and then we're going to put resin in it and hang it up and use it as a sun catcher. So yeah, things I have been improving. My heater died on me, so I have a tiny little heater. So if I keep bending down, that's because this little heater doesn't work quite the same way.
So it sucks up a lot of
energy, but it doesn't put out a lot of heat. So okay, same rules. First come, first serve. We are something or other enabled. So with you, super chat enabled. So if you put a super chat out, please put the information with the super chat, and I will be very discriminating about what kind of answer questions I'll answer, mostly because, and for that we are ready to go.
All right, Ashley S says hi, ladies.
Hi.
SJ says hi, Eliz-sha and L. It's me, Annabelle.
I know. I recognized you. How are you doing?
Fuzzy Kiwi says hi. Kimberly C asks, will my finances improve in 2020?
Kimberly
C.
And before I asked, I got a yes. They didn't say anything more, but let me see if I can pick up anything else. And it should be early spring, late fall, late winter, which I don't know where that is for you. Because winter and fall are different times in different places. But it does appear that things should be lightening up. And I have hi Maria, thank you. I do believe that the energy of money is going to be lightening up for everybody, because I think the energy of money is lightening up and it is not such a stressful, it's not going to be so stressful for people to have and to hold money. It'd be like the energy of money is relaxing, and people are going to have more money to deal with, more money to play with, more money to enjoy. And that's exactly what you want. You want to enjoy it. It doesn't want to be the master you want anymore. You want us to be the master of money. And that is, I think that's becoming more commonplace, that that we will be looking after, and we will be looked after, and it's going to be that you're thinking, oh, but I didn't make enough money this month to pay the bill, but something comes in and that bill is paid. All right.
Lori Dotson says hello.
Hi, Lori.
Mimi asks, how does Dario feel about me?
He keeps on, he's pretty similar. His answer is pretty similar to the last time. He just basically what he said was the same way. I just feel the same way. So it could be that you're expecting things to shift and change, and he's not aware that it's supposed to shift and change. So at this point, I would suggest that you do something concrete to get his attention, or let him know what you want, and it might be that a simple conversation is all that it will take to make things shift and change for you in the way you would like it to shift and change. Okay.
Donna Thomas says hi.
Hi,
Ashley
Donna.
S asks, why did Joe randomly call me today?
Joe called you randomly. He didn't ask you for anything, because he actually phoned you to ask you for something, and then he chickened out. I think he was kind of half thinking he'd like to go ask you if you'd like to go out with him or something like that. And it was not a negative. It wasn't a negative. There was no anger or frustration there. It was more curiosity, not curiosity, more, curiosity, whether or not things could change, had changed, or would grow, or he had the courage. I think it had more to do with courage in his part than anything. So you may or may not expect more calls in the future. It depends on how the conversation went, and if he felt that he was okay talking to you. I mean, if you encouraged him, then he will call again. If you didn't encourage him, the likelihood is that he won't call again. So we have a Abby Roberts.
Oh, okay. With $1.99 super chat, asks, do my grandparents have anything to say to me?
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the other one doesn't work as well, but it takes a lot of power.
It does.
I wonder if there's anything I can turn off. So they're very definitely grandparents, and they send their they send you, of course, their well wishes for the 2020, and they seem to think that 2020 is going to bring you something more positive than you're used to, and they want you to be aware and and it's not something you're going to expect. So they want you to be open to something coming that's really positive, and not say no thank you before. So think about everything before you say no thank you. Think about that. This could be that gift from your grandparents, that and you want to, because like I say, it's something from left field. It's not something that you are expecting. Okay. And because you're not expecting, your first impulse will be to say no. And I hope that makes sense to you.
Malapale says, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Moonfeather says, hey, yeah, ladies, how are you? Just wondering what lessons I'm being taught right now. I seem to always mess stuff up, and I feel I'm missing something. Please and thank you.
I can tell you with a certainty that if you feel that you're messing something up, you are missing something very, very important. And they keep giving you the opportunity over and over again for you to get it. Don't feel guilty about that. It is simply a lesson. Let me see if I can pinpoint what it is. I suspect that you react faster than you act. You don't stop and think things through. And when you do stop and think things through, you don't listen to yourself. And listening to yourself is vitally important. There, you have a lot more inner knowledge than you realize you do. And it's that inner knowledge that you need to tap into. It's that inner belief, the inner strength, the inner core of you that you need to tap into. And it will give you, it will take you from here to here, and all the lessons in between that you're missing because you don't trust yourself, so you can't hear. You won't miss. And also, the things that you have been going after are not for you. You're looking for something that is below your level of energy. Look for something at your level of energy. Only you have to trust that you are at the level of energy that I am telling you you're at, which is not as low as you believe yourself to be. Okay.
SJ asks, what does 2020 have in store for me regarding my career? Thank you.
SJ 2020. Well, the energy is very positive, actually. I'm getting a touch of excitement in there. And it's a surprise. Again, it's a surprise excitement. Like you didn't. You're saying, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this, and you're happy and you're delighted. So go with it, enjoy it, and again, there's a part of you that does know that it's coming, but you just sort of no, couldn't possibly happen. It couldn't possibly be. So yes, it possibly could be, and please enjoy it. It is something that's very special. It is a stepping stone for you. It is not the end all and the be all, but it will take you to bigger and better things. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But at the meantime, it is also something you will be very pleased with. So career-wise, it is improved. There is improving, and you are going to be acknowledged for what you actually do know. And I think that's something that you've always felt that you were undervalued, and it will be the first time that you feel that, hey, yeah, they are beginning to pay attention to what I I can give to you. Okay?
Mary L. asks, is the police tracking down my phone?
Tracking down your phone?
I think listening into her calls, bugging her phone.
Okay, so it's not lost. I got a yes, but nowadays everybody's phone is.
There is no such thing as privacy.
There's no such thing as privacy anymore. And if you think there is, well, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's naive.
It's a nice moment of naivete.
Yeah.
With smartphones, computers, webcams, microphones, etc., there's no and social media or downloading apps. You agree to have your personal information shared constantly.
Yep, and you have no privacy.
Yeah.
Period.
Google Assistant, Google Home, Alexa.
Those people that
Siri,
try to get you to talk so they can get hold of your voice print.
Just basically everything that you have in your house, you have on your person that makes your life more convenient.
It's Big Brother.
Take away our privacy.
It's Big Brother. Are you asking if they're looking for you for specific? I also get a yes for that. So it's not from you, it's from who you may associate with. So figure out whether associating with somebody is to your best, if it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay? Because it's not you personally that they seem to be interested in. It seems to be somebody that you spend time with. So check a list. Make sure everything is copacetic.
And if you're gonna plan bad things, don't be around any devices.
And don't do it on the phone. And there's no place you can go nowadays that will give you. Not even
you're right. There's no
place. You can't go out in the woods and talk without any devices around. You can't, because they can find you anywhere anyhow.
Yeah.
Maybe deep underground.
Well, even there it could be Daisy. Anyhow, this is not the kind of energy we should bring into the new year with us.
Yeah.
Conspiracies.
Yeah, conspiracy theories.
So moving on. Mala Pala asks, what are Gemini's plans for me?
You really don't want me to answer that on live TV, live internet?
Spoilers.
Yeah, but all I pick up is that he's very happy. His energy it's the same as before. He's relaxed. He's comfortable. He's secure, more secure than he's been in a long time. And I think you asked once if there was a baby in the future. I can't tell you if there's a baby in the future. I can tell you that he would not be averse to a baby in the future. All right. So, I think it's time for you to do more talking with this guy, and less psychic stuff with him, because talking to me is basically putting a wall up between him and you. You think you know what you want, what it's going on, and you think it brings you closer, but actually having me as an intermediary is a wall between you and him. And I'm not trying to say don't ask. I'm just trying to say now it's time for you to go directly to the source and kick out the middleman.
Lori Dodson says, sending love and light to you and yours. Happy new decade, everyone. Also,
happy new decade. Do you realize in the last 100 years, this was the roaring 20s?
Mhm.
And I'm wondering if we're going to have another roaring 20s kind of energy. Hopefully more mature than that, in that we do more positive things. But roaring 20s was fun. It was exciting. They had
The music was good.
the music was good. The cars were fast, or not as fast as they are now, but
were awesome.
And the clothes were cool, and everything was a little bit frenetic. So I'm kind of wondering if we're going to run into something very similar to that in this decade. I'm actually looking forward to finding out that.
Yeah. There's, because I watch a lot of nerd YouTube. There's a lot of people that says, well, technically, there's no year zero, so the actual start is 2021 of a new decade.
But it's not.
It's not.
So we're not going to worry about
we
nerds.
had to have started, even if it was in the year of the dinosaurs, there had to be a 0 point, right? Or even if that 0 point was the Big Bang that started the whole...
And honest to God, time is only here on Earth. Time other places is different. So it doesn't really...
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we choose it to be, and we choose it to be 2020, the beginning of a new decade.
Yep. Moonfeather says, Happy New Year. It's
Happy
also
New Year.
snowing here in Ontario.
Oh,
snow is evil.
Yeah. When it snows in Ontario, depending on what part you're from, it snows. Really snows. I lived in Ontario. London, Ontario.
Yeah, you had a couple 2 winters there?
No, I
was too young to... Well, I was born there.
You were born there,
so
but
3 winters at least.
You were 4 by the time we left.
To
Well, I mean, I was there already a year before you were conceived.
Okay, so I mean, regardless, I do not remember the winters in Ontario, even though I was born there.
Yeah, no, they were big snows, big snows.
Yeah,
they just didn't stay.
East Coast winters, I don't remember very well. I mean, the last East Coast winter I lived through was when I was 5, and then that summer we moved to Mexico.
Anyhow.
SJ says, Happy New Year, Alicia and Elle and family.
Thank you.
Jenny Jones says, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Hey. Nanny Drea asks, how does my mom feel about me?
Nanny Drea's mom. I think your mom is missing you, actually. At least, and this time of the year, it's a time of nostalgia and things like that. And she's kind of wishing at this moment, that doesn't mean tomorrow she'll be feeling the same way, but at this moment, she's wishing that you'd reach out to her and well, what the words she used were mend fences. I don't know that. I don't know if that's the best thing for you or not, honestly, because it depends on how strong you are, whether you're ready for this or not. If you're ready for this, then it's a powerful thing. But you have to be the one that is in control. You have to be the one that is the adult, because I don't feel an adult energy from your mom. So it would mean you're the one that has to step up. You have to be the one that chooses to step back when things start to go sideways again, so that they don't go sideways again. You have to read the energies very carefully. So yeah, just be careful if you choose to go there. And I wouldn't choose it right now because, well, it is the new year. I would wait at least 3 weeks. Okay.
Sharon's house says, hello, everyone.
Hi.
And Fuzzy Kiwi asks, Happy New Year. I'd love to know what my guides want me to focus on first in 2020?
Focus on.
Yeah.
It seems that what they prefer you to focus on is, well, what they said was you. They want you to focus on you. They want you to be the most important person in your universe. And that goes for everybody, though. You're very good at helping others, but you're not really good at seeing when it's time that you need the most, that you're the one that needs the attention. You need to be aware when to pull back, when to give when to give your all to somebody else. But mostly it's you. They want you to focus on you and looking after you and realizing how valuable you are. And like I said, you're really good at helping outside of yourself, and sometimes helping you is helping other people. I'm not saying don't just stop, but I'm also telling you that there are times when you want to say no, and you should say no, and just go with, yeah, I can't do it right now. It's just too much for me, and I need to be okay. Uh, as I said, I need to. I'm going to turn this down. I think that thing draws a tremendous lot of heat.
Yeah, I think because there was no. I think it's just corner that's going out.
And I think you really need to. It's very important, and I keep getting that over and over again. It's really important that you put yourself first. And saying no is an art. And after you learn to say no, you learn to say yes. Because people forget how to say yes after they figure out the power of no. Okay? Okay.
Lily Guild says, hey. Chandra Walker asks, Happy New Year's. Any messages from my spirit guides, please and thank you.
Chandra.
Which means moon in Sanskrit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been one of my favorite names. Well, this is strange. They showed me a picture of honoring, but it was not. It was your guides honoring you. And I guess you're going to choose to do something, or you have chosen to do something particularly difficult. And it's particularly difficult for you. Oh. But it will make a huge difference in your life. It's something you've chosen to face. And you have a great deal of support in what you have chosen to face and chosen to deal with. It will go well. It may not be easy. If that makes sense. I mean, it's going to be accomplished, but it may not be easily accomplished.
You ready for the next? Moonfeather says pretty. Sharon,
it's getting there.
Sharon Tao asks, what do you see for me in the near future? Thank you.
Okay, this is interesting. I got a warm welcome. You're going to have a warm welcome in the near future. and they showed me people reaching out their arms to like to hug you, and it's not just your guides. It is outside in the physical. So something that something that I think something that you've been afraid of, it's going to work in your favor, and it's going to be a lot easier than you anticipated. That's how I would interpret it. You're going to have a warm welcome because you deserve it. Okay?
Malapali says, nice. Lori Dotson says, of course, good vibes were sent out. Emily Aquine says, Happy New Year. Lily Guild asks, will Hendrix be changed for the better after he gets out of jail?
That's a good question, actually. It depends, honestly, and what kind of reception he's met. If he's treated like a felon by a lot of people, and he gets frustrated and can't cope, then he's going to have trouble. If he's treated with respect that he deserves simply by being human, then he will have come out of it with more knowledge, more respect for himself, or more. I'm not 100% sure if it's respect for himself or more self-preservation. Either way, it's a positive, as long as he's given a chance. And that's the thing. You have to make sure you might have to do some, and you can't protect him, but you might want to try and ease the way occasionally. So, for instance, if you can find him a job that he can go to, and they know who he is, but they accept it anyhow, and they don't treat him poorly, that sort of thing. Don't let him around alcohol if you can help it, because alcohol is not going to be his friend. And people who are drinking are not going to be his friend. A little bit, beer here and there, that's one thing. But basically, when I say keep them on the straight and narrow, keep them keep him as happy as you can, and he will have a time adjusting. It is not going to be easy. And he has experiences that were pretty rough. If you can listen to it without hearing it, so he can explain, he can get rid of the energy of it, but you don't necessarily want to remember what he's gone through. I know that doesn't make sense, but you will probably understand when you hear him talk. There are things that happened that he needs to express, but it's going to be tough. Let's put it that way. If you really love the guy, then you can do it. If you don't love the guy, find somebody who can love him and let that person do it, because it's a job. Okay.
Ana Lu Fernandez.
Hey,
says,
Anna Lou.
Hello, ladies. Happy New Year.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation and it's warm water.
Lily Dulo says, hey, Happy New Year from Albania.
Hey, Lily.
May you be blessed. Here is 2020 now, 1:30 a.m.
That's 2020. Congratulations. You made it.
Mellow Yellow says, "Happy New Year, all." Any messages from the other side?
So your mother, she's got out. They're very old. I don't think I've seen any of them recently, but they used to be a thing that you pull out in New Year's and you swing it like that and it made a noise. And it's a metal and it'd swing around. And anyhow, your mom has that out and she says, celebrate, enjoy, have fun. And she says, you know your mom. She says, leave out a little bit for her and your father and your aunt. Okay, tonight, just a little bit. And I think she says, which rum is her favorite, if you've got it, and a banana. Okay, don't ask me why a banana. But yeah, that's your mom, and she says, 2020. She goes like this to you. She says, lift up your chin. 2020 is your year. Okay, things are going to change and shift for you in 2020, and I think that's a pretty well a given for most people who've done the work. 2020 is going to be a good positive change for people who have done the work. If you haven't done the work, then we'll hear about it.
Emily O'Quine asks, "What do you see for me in January?"
January. I sense that you can actually breathe. There's been quite a bit of time in your life when you feel like you cannot breathe because things are things are difficult for you, and it's like a frustration, but in this case, it's I can breathe. Just the frustration is alleviated a little bit. This is again towards the middle end of January, and things are. My daughter's making supper. If you can hear that noise in the background, because it is 5 o'clock here, and so I think things are going to be a little easier for you. I'm not sure how, but all round. Okay.
Lori Dotson asks, "Could I have 3 cards, please? I know you don't do only one."
No, I don't. I've got too much curiosity or something because I just want to know what the next step is.
And then she adds, "Wow."
Lori did.
Yeah.
I thought I did, and I thought, I don't remember doing that.
No.
So we're going to have to go buy a heater really quick.
Hopefully the roads will be better tomorrow.
Yeah, because I can't use this one.
No.
And I'm cold.
We could open up the basement, but that's cold too.
That's even colder. Okay, hang on. You realize this can be heard everywhere, right? I have a really good speaker. Oh, good ones. Thank God. I'm always glad when we get good ones. 6 of Swords. And 6 of Swords is one of the few swords that's really positive. It's your angel is telling you you're almost where you want to be. And it's coming soon. You're going to be in that warmth, that comfort zone that you really like. You have a great deal of support, family support. And this is mostly guides and angels. But there's people here on earth as well. But the last card, the card that is most important, is the Ace of Cups, and it's a card of new joy, new happiness, new. It's the beginning of new joy. So I think yes, you're going to be. I feel that for you, things are going to continue to improve and become better, and you're going to you're going to like you're going to like you're going to like your life more than you have, because it's going to be not easier. You're going to ride the waves better. And when people try to intimidate you or tell you what to think, and you don't agree with them, you're just going to simply say, yeah, no. And and their problems will not become your problems. Okay? Making you run, huh?
Yeah, that's okay. I just needed to get a drink in me. Lily Dulo asks, can I ask what is in store regarding love and money for 2020? Any partnerships with my partner, for example, or any insight you pick up? Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Actually, with your partner, your heart partner, there is a potential for a business to work together, and it will actually. And I hate to say this, but you have to be the boss of it, because you're the one that has the ideas and you're the one that sees things clearly. But it has the potential to be comfortable, to create a comfort zone in your life that that is that will make life. Yeah, no, it's comfortable to live this way. Energy. Okay. And I think this. I honestly do believe that people who've put in the time and effort to change and grow, which I know you have, Lily, because I've talked to you for quite a few years now, and I know you're a very spiritual human being. I believe that the people who have put the effort in, it is going to be a better year for us. It's going to be a year where we learn to accept the bounty that we've not had for a long time, because it's also hard to do. It's also it's also hard to accept positives in our life when we're used to negatives, everything coming up negative. All right.
Maria Herrera says, Happy New Year to you and family.
Thank you, Maria. Happy New Year.
Lakeisha W asks, Hi, Happy New Year. What's the connection between Anthony and me?
So this is what it showed me. Anthony is looking at you out of the side of his eye, and he's wondering what the connection is between the two of you as well, whether or not it's something he was willing to pursue deeper or not. The interest is piqued. He's very and I recommend that you just be yourself around him. Be who you are. He's been burned a few times, and he wants reality. He doesn't want a fancy. He doesn't want a fancy dancer. He wants somebody that is real. So be yourself around him, and he will be more interested in you than something that you think he wants to. You think he might be interested in. The potential is you can have something if you want it. So make sure you know who he is first before you say yes, you want it, because people have the tendency to follow their hormones. And after the hormones die down, you want to have friendship. Okay?
Divine Empress Tarot 1111 says, "Hi, does my ex Sahibi still love me?"
I think he has respect for you. I don't think I'd stick around and wait for him. I would suspect it would be to your benefit to move on. Like I say, he respects you, but I don't think it's what you're looking for. It's not, and I definitely know it's not what he's looking for. So yeah, I think it. I think what you want and what he wants are too far apart. And if you can let go of that energy, it might be that you find there's somebody else there waiting for you just to pay attention. Okay.
SJ says, "Thank you." Tammy Banks asks, "Sorry I didn't catch you in the beginning. Happy New Year to you and your family. Wishing you the greatest in 2020.
Thank you. You too.
Do you see any great things for me in 2020?
I think people who've done their work, there it is going to be a good year. I mean, we are all going to have, we're living, we're breathing. So yes, of course, there's going to be things that happen that are not pleasant, because that's also what life is. And I don't know where you live. If you live in the near mountains, and I'm talking about mountains like the Rockies or something, then okay, I'm not sure. But if you don't live near the mountains, then you're going. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Never mind. I see mountains. You're going to climb a mountain, and I'm. It could be physical, but I think it's more metaphorical, and it's going to be a mountain that you're going to make easy work of it, and once you get to the top, you're going to go, "That was easy. Why did I take so long?" So something that maybe for years you've been procrastinating on is it's coming, and you're going to do it, and it's going to be easy peasy, and you're just going to go, I should have done that years ago. Okay, so but it will be easy for you, but it at the same time it's a huge thing. Okay, good luck.
Joy, Peace, and Love C says, "Happy New Year." Gabby
Happy New Year.
McMaster just says, "Just sending love to all for 2020.
Thank you, Gabby.
Joy.
So, Gabby, did you notice any difference after the energy exchange? Could you let Elle know?
Joy, Peace, and Love C asks, "What is Frank thinking about me?"
Today he feels very mellow. And his heart is warm when he thinks about you. I don't know what he usually thinks about you, but it's quite gentle right at this point. And what else? Anyhow, when he thinks about you at the moment, he's smiling. I'm not sure that he always does that, honestly, but at the moment, the energy between the two of you is positive and powerful.
Joy, Peace, and Love C also adds, "Thank you so much both for the work you do." Miriam M says, "Hi."
Yeah, Elle does a lot of energy work too. She's a powerhouse. And I get her to help me out a lot.
Ginseng says, "Hello."
Hey, Jensen.
Star 555 says Happy New Year. What does the Leo feel about me?
So today is not a really good day to ask those questions because everybody's a little mellow today. Everybody's still got the Christmas cheer. So most people are feeling positive about other people. So I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's but right now everybody's kind of mellow and they're not they're just happy. And so the energy comes out happy, which is great. We want people to be happy. And it's very positive that this year people are going into a new year thinking that other people thinking that the energy is about others as good and positive, because that's bodes well for 2020. And at this moment, he raises a glass to you in a toast, and whatever he's drinking, I don't know. It could be milk for all I know, because I didn't check. But right now, he's thinking about you in a very positive way. Okay.
Marian M asks, should I just switch careers or stay in procurement?
I think you should start training for something new, but don't switch, but stay in procurement for a time being. But yeah, it is time to start looking for a new job, and it is time to start, and I get steady more than switched careers, because you want to not go laterally, you want to go up. Okay.
Excuse me. Ginseng Sen asks, one card, please. Thank you.
Well, powerful energy for you. Justice card. For me, the Justice card is a light worker card. It's a card of cutting away that which is no longer necessary till your heart is light and your spiritual or psychic abilities grow. The next card I'm going to choose is Tempest. And the Tempest is bringing new energy into the world and creating a powerful new energy, pushing back that which has been holding you in place for a long time, and I say creating a new energy. The last card is the Star card, or the Goddess card, and the Goddess is very powerful and supportive at this moment. That's not to say that the God is not there as well, and we want it to be a balance. We don't want it to be too feminine or too masculine. We want a balance, because the balance creates a more powerful energy, all told. The Empress, our Goddess, is a very strong, powerful supporter of you, and you ask of her and she will support you. She's also a tough taskmaster. We'll expect you to do what is asked of you. So there are three major arcana. That's a powerful message, and it's all very positive. Hopefully you can add a little bit to it for yourself. All right, but it looks very good. And Aaron Lou.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Aaron Liu with a $10 super chat says, Happy New Year, Elisha and Elle. Thank you for everything.
You're awesome, Aaron. I love what's looking at your Facebook page because it's always full of food or dogs.
Malapala says, haha, thanks, Elisha and Elle. Patricia Scowen asks, hi, can you tell me about Sam? Has he been having problems in his is he in a happy place now? Was not allowed to work in his area was not allowed to look for work in his area anymore. I hope he was not. It was not due to drugs.
Okay, Sam. Actually, Sam is kind of pleased that he can't work in that area anymore because he feels that it is part of what was causing him distress in his life, and he is now. It's almost like he's going, oh yeah, that's a relief, and I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to stand up and prove. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to deal with the situations anymore. So he actually is in a better space than he was. I have a feeling that he's moving, and it could be a metaphorical move, but it feels like north or away from the situation. And he feels like he's got a new lease on life, a new breath of fresh air. And I believe Sam does feel like he's happier than he has been. A great deal happier than what he has been.
Next.
Yes.
Ginseng says, yeah, 20s. Lori Dotson says, yep, we're on our way.
I feel we are, I feel we are definitely on our way. And I do feel I am exuberant. I am never happy. I never go into a new year thinking, yep, this is going to be the best year ever. I kind of feel that this is going to be a really fabulous year for us, new beginnings. I don't think it's going to be from A to Z in one fell swoop. I do think we still have to go through steps. I'm pretty darn certain that the steps are going to be sequential and they're always going to be up for the majority of people, for those who have put in the effort, those who have done the work. If you haven't done the work, it's going to be difficult because you have to play catch up. And if you play catch up, it's usually painful. Yeah, you'll have to learn everything, not so and fast forward rather than as it comes to you. So, okay. Yeah, need a new heater.
Tomorrow. We'll get you one tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not going out today, that's for sure.
No.
Everything would be closed by now anyhow.
5:30?
Well, it's New Year's.
Yeah, Askews is still open until 10.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't have...
They're not coming in tomorrow, but they're still open until 10.
Yeah, but they don't have heaters either.
No, they don't.
Because Askews is a grocery store.
Walmart might still be open.
Yeah, it's the other side of town. I don't want to go that far.
No, not in this weather. So
all right.
Go eat something else. Don't ask. Nicole Hamu asks, hello, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Find my dream job this year.
I got a yes before I went in. So I think you're going to find a job that you love for the time being. I don't feel that any job for anybody is the end all and the be all because we keep growing and growing and becoming more. But you are going to find a job you're really happy with.
Jensen says Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Sharon Tao says Happy New Year, everyone. Lori Dotson says Elisha and Elle, I enjoy hanging out with you too.
I do. I enjoy you too.
The Polynesian Princess says, "Hey everyone, Happy New Year, Eliz-sha and Elle. Could I ask you if this week is a higher potential for me and Cameron to meet up? I am feeling very good about it."
And I got a simple yes for that too. Cameron seems to be a little more, what's the word? He doesn't seem to be as much on edge as he usually is. There's always an edge to him, like he's got some stressor or something on his mind. This week seems to be a little less that way. He seems to be a little more relaxed about life, and I think you find that that leads to energy, positive energy. Okay.
Fuzzy Kiwi says, "Thank you, message received. I have been a helper of others always. I do need to put myself first, and I am working on it. Thank you. Thanks to you both."
Yeah, it's amazing. People don't realize how important it is to look after yourself, because with your cup is half full, you've only got half the ability to help somebody. If your cup is full, you've got a whole bunch more strength and courage and emotional support and the whole wherewithal to help everybody else. And it really is. It is important that you look after yourself. I'm not a Christian. But I've read the Bible. In the Bible, it says your body is a temple. The body is a temple because that's where your spirit resides. And that's where your spirit resides, is a house of God. And with your spirit resides in a house that is falling down, that peace of God cannot support other people and help other people. But if you are in a temple that is healthy and caring, you've got so much more energy that you can help other people through your own temple. Okay? And the temple includes emotional positivity. Okay? There's my lecture.
Classy Conversation with Rhonda asks, "Hoping you both have had a wonderful holiday and Happy New Year. Any messages from my angels, Rhonda? Thank you."
We don't get a holiday. We work every day of the week. Any messages?
But we have enjoyed our holidays. Thank you.
Yeah, because Jen's home and she cooks all the meals for us, which is a real plus because I hate cooking. I spent too many years cooking. So they present you with hang on. They present you with a feather, and a feather from the angels is a message from the angels, right? And this is a very beautiful white feather with a tiny bit of flecks of charcoal or gray in it, or black, I'm not sure. And they want you to hold on to that so that you remember to ask them for support and help and guidance all the time, not just when you get in a pickle, but they want, and they're suggesting that if you can find something that reminds you of them, that you do have that, so that you remember to ask for their help and guidance every single day and every time you get into a situation, whether the situation is good or bad, doesn't matter. You can ask for support, and they want you to ask for support because they feel that they're underutilized. And they also send you a great deal of love and affection. And Okay, and this is a weird one. I don't quite get it, but they show me a hand clasping your hand. I'm not sure if it's an angel or somebody that's coming into your life, but it's a very strong, supportive hand. So it could be the angels, or it could be somebody that's coming in, in into you, into your life, or is in your life, but is stepping up to the plate a little bit more. Okay.
Lori Dawson says, I'm sorry you were cold, Eliz-sha.
Yeah, but I'm always cold.
Even in summer, she has a heater going.
Even in summer, I have the heater going. I wore the old one out.
Yeah. Jenny Howard asks, Happy New Year, guys. Any messages from my guides?
They want you to go out and make your mark. It seems that you really it's time for you to go out and allow people to know who you are, and it's not something you have to jump up and yell it from the rooftops, right? But it is something. It is time for you to go out. You know that Desiderata, I think it's Desiderata, where they always have a picture of one step, one footprint, where there was two, then there's one, and it's where Jesus was carrying the other person. Well, it's not that I want you to carry anybody, but I want you to make they're wanting you to make the footprints in the sand, so to speak. Well, in this case, they show me snowshoes. So that you make your mark, that you let people know who you are, and when you make your mark, then people are going to say, "Hey, can you help me?" And to your best of your ability, say yes. Even with that is simply enough. Say, "Hey, I know this other person who can tell you exactly what you need to know," and it can be as simple as saying, "Yeah, I know this great mechanic." Or it can be, have you ever thought of putting yourself first rather than accepting all this stuff from other people that's making you go crazy? It's very basic, very easy, and it will be within your wheelhouse. Okay, make your mark, and it should be good. We've been going for an hour and 7 minutes. How much more is there?
There's quite a lot, but I think a lot of it is Happy New Year's and thank yous and stuff.
Okay, because I actually love doing this, but it does. I do need to have a bit of I'm not as young as I used to. I cannot go on for hours and hours
and you did
anymore.
Have quite a long reading this afternoon.
I did actually have a long reading this afternoon, though. I have to say, I adore the person I read for, so it made it very, very easy, and I wasn't exhausted from it. But yeah, and if there's anything coming up, we're back on Friday.
Yep.
So
it will be the first live stream of the new year.
It will be the first. No, yeah.
Yeah, it will be the first live stream of the new year.
Yeah, because we'll be doing the meditation tomorrow
on Facebook.
On Facebook, given that there's electricity in both homes.
Yep.
Because the one lady who's going to be doing it has no electricity. Hasn't had any electricity for 6 hours now.
Yeah, so
we will see.
Keep watching.
Yeah, when we
stay tuned.
Yeah, and keep checking on our Facebook page, Wisdom Seekers Facebook page, because we do have some cool things. On the 6th, Elizabeth is going to be doing the talk about raising spiritual children. And what else? I can't think of anything else, but I'm going to try, and we have every day, we have the weekly, the daily, and then like yesterday we put out the spirit animal of the week, which was a lynx. Fox.
No, yeah, it was a fox, but because I'm trying to mix it up. It was the constellation of the fox, but it's supposed to be an Arctic fox.
Yeah. And
to start us off for the new year.
And it's a really good one, actually. And then every 3 days we have today, tomorrow, and the next. And those are fun too. It just went out. It's and again, Elizabeth has the same viewpoint about this 10, and I didn't realize it because we didn't actually talk about it, but she has the same viewpoint about this new decoy. It's going to be good for us. So Elizabeth has got some. She does a monthly, January, February, March. What's going to happen?
A yearly.
For a year, and it's only $100, and she takes like 505. Pardon me, PayPal up the prices, and it's really good. It's a really good price. If you guys want to know what's happening for you throughout the year, I know that she's done this for a few years, and it has. People hold on to it and they read it throughout the year, and everybody comes back and gets it the next year because it is that good.
And it's cheap for the amount of work that she puts into it.
It's very cheap.
One of these readings takes her an entire day.
5-6 hours, yeah. So very, very much worth it. She's really I recommend her. Honestly, she's also does dream work that is fabulous. She does, and I get this for my daughter. When they go into a new relationship, a compatibility report, and then you get the spirit animal report. That are great gifts for people that have everything.
Yes. Also, there is an option if you want the picture of the animal that your report is about, for an extra $5, we can do that for you as well.
It will be some of my daughter's work.
Yeah, and
and if you've seen her latest work, you know that what she did back then is nothing to what she does now. Let me see if I can find
but yes,
the latest one. Well, I just threw it away.
And also, I use all the pictures that I draw either for personal use or for the weeklies go on to be used for other pictures as well. And all pictures up on, though they are not on the website, but up
we've got a lot of them
on our Facebook pages and groups and our Instagram.
Can you see that? Porcupine, isn't that delightful? I love it.
They're all for sale for those who would like them.
And that's our new you can't see it, but that's our new logo.
She's a proud mama.
Yeah, I am. But that's our new logo, which I've always wanted, was a phoenix and rampant. And I highly recommend you go. I will highly recommend you go look at our website. We still have a few things to do, but it is much better than it was. It moves easily. It's their new webmaster listens to what we ask, and is handy. And we're very pleased with what we've got. But the most important thing is you can navigate it, and it doesn't take 20 minutes to load.
Yeah, which is always nice. Anyhow, I smell dinner being almost done.
Yep. And Jen went upstairs. She's trying to be quiet for us.
Yep.
So we're going to let you go, and Merry Christmas. No,
Happy New Year.
That's next year. Happy New Year. And may the whole year be as wonderful as tonight's feeling is. With that, I'm going to say namaste, namasko, and thank you ever so much for being here. And I do enjoy the questions today.
And thank you for allowing us to start your new year to start our new year and your new year with each other.
Together,
That came
yeah.
out weird, but you
Yeah.
guys know what I mean.
Yeah, together. We're doing it together. All right, bye.
See you in the new year.
Which is